Welcome back to the Dirt Roosters Honey Farm. We're coming into spring here. It's the end of February and things are starting to bud out and it'll be blooming soon, and things are really going to be popping with the bees. I have a little project I'm going to do today that will be preparing for a natural source of food for them for the fall, and it'll help prevent me from having to load them up on so much sugar. I still have to feed them a little bit, but try to get a little food source closer to me, closer to my home. And so here we go. We have a weed that grows here in the south called goldenrod, and it comes on in the fall. It blooms in the fall and it puts off a yellow or a golden sprout off the top of it that fills with nectar, and the bees really like it, and it's a good source of natural sugars for them. So what I have here is a bucket full of the tops from goldenrod, and so I'm going to take these out into all this acreage behind me that's just woods, not really usable for much of anything, and I'm going to broadcast this goldenrod seed all out in there, and hopefully in fall I'll have a nice goldenrod bloom right here behind my property. Now this is after it's bloomed and now it's all gone to seed, and we just snap the tops off of the plant and go shake it out in the air and let the wind carry it. So I'm back here behind my property, and there's a good size patch of goldenrod in here already. All these long stems with the fuzzy tops are dead goldenrod, but I noticed that it gets thinner as you go back to the southeast, and there's a fire lane cut that way, so that makes it that much easier. And I'm going to walk back there and broadcast these seeds. Now the bees can and will produce honey off of goldenrod, but some people don't like to harvest it, and there's two basic reasons for that. One is that it's their food stores going into winter, and rather than having to feed them back up to make it through the winter, you just leave the goldenrod honey on them. The other is that sometimes goldenrod honey puts off a really foul odor, and for lack of a better way to put it, it smells like a bad fart. So there's nothing wrong with it, and it tastes okay, but it just has a bad odor. So goldenrod honey, if you ever get honey that just really stinks, that's probably what it is. This stuff's fluffy. I've covered most of the area back here that I see that didn't really have much on it, and I still got quite a bit left, so I'll take this somewhere else and put it out. We're going out to work in the bees today, and we're looking for signs that the queens are starting to lay. And just in case we find any queens that are not laying yet, I've made a little motivator. I've got a toothpick and a piece of dental floss, and I made a little whip. I like to use that rubberized dental floss. It gives it a little more snap